Yo, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, a beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. I'm Ramsey Abushala, editor-in-chief of UrbanPitch.com. Julio Matorosa, Bridget Flores, co-executive directors of Vibes. What's going on, y'all? How we doing?
Woo woo. We're solo dolo today.
I think me and Ramsey go to the same barbershop.
I know, yeah.
Hey,
we both got
I've been working together that much. We just ask for, can we get the regular?
Yeah, that's literally what I said. Yeah, let's get the usual.
Dude, y'all really do have the same haircut.
That's
even
funny.
The lineup and everything.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
great mind thinks alike.
Yeah, you know, we gotta. It's just you hang out with someone for long enough, you start doing stuff like each other. You know,
Right.
it's like like people like adopt the same accents. You know, their
Yeah.
cycles
Like
get you know, united. So you know.
Or like people look like their dogs.
Right, dude. Yeah, I walk my dog every morning and I see this old man and his dog. Bro, they look exactly alike.
Yeah,
So
you
you
know
look
what's
like
so
Kobe?
crazy?
Huh?
What if he's thinking that about you?
Maybe, low-key, he could.
Yeah.
Somebody said Mal and Kobe have the same eyes.
Really?
Yeah, and I can kind of see it.
I
Like,
haven't seen it.
like the sad puppy dog
Yeah,
eyes. Like Mal
aw.
gets that sometimes.
I'd rather look like Jody than Chicharron, though. Wait a minute. I don't like that laughter. So Chicharron's my French. He said I have a Frenchy face.
Well,
that
it's
what you're saying?
because when you were on vacation, Jose posted a picture of Chicharron and Jose. I mean,
Damn, they look like Chicharron.
of Chicharron and Jody, and I guess he was taking care of them. And I don't know why, it literally made me think. I was like, literally, that's you and Jose. Like
pretty
that.
funny.
Those two dogs are you guys as
And like the
pets.
personas.
And the personalities and
Chicharron's just
everything.
like me. Yeah, like he just likes being in his cage.
Yeah.
Like, I like being in my room, just chilling, laying down.
Dude, that was.
All right, next topic, because I don't like this.
No, they're so cute.
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny. That's literally what came to mind.
That's funny.
But
Yeah, but we're solo.
anyway.
It's just us three today. We have a really good episode. We're going to get into some World Cup music, the music that's been releasing around the World Cup, both now. We'll go into the history of World Cup music. But first, you might have noticed this last week, those of you who were watching the video, but we have a new centerpiece here on the famed desk or coffee table. Probably is more accurate.
table, yeah.
The Urban Pitch Podcast coffee table has a new centerpiece, courtesy of our friends at 41 Magazine. We mentioned this maybe at the tail end of last year.
Mm-hmm.
They named us to their 41, their initial 41 list, which highlights some of the best and you know, brightest soccer voices in the community. And they gave us the Ballon de Noir, and it's glorious. It's high quality. The leather is fantastic. It looks as good in real life as it does on screen. So shouts to our guys at 41.
Yeah, shout out to them. It's real cutesy, and it's an honor to be named amongst a lot of people doing something really good for the love of the game, for community. We have worked and been a part of collaborations with many of them, and I really do think that the list is just going to continue to grow, and we've already seen so much of that expand at the beginning of this year. So shout out to them for giving us a reason to keep going and inspiring us.
Yeah.
Definitely. I was talking to Ramsey earlier because you made it late. And we were talking about sometimes it's just better when your peers give you the credit, because we've been doing it for a while. We're not the braggadocious type to be like, hey, yeah, we deserve this. No, but it's a real honor to have that centerpiece in front of us to show that 4 years of this work that we've been putting in is people are noticing it.
Yeah. It's always great to have that. You know, you don't always say you don't need the validation, but
Yeah.
when you
Right.
get it, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
Also, it has been a consistent type of effort, you know, like this isn't easy to commit to do it on a weekly basis,
For sure.
to do it for so long. So it does feel nice, and it does feel good to be seen. And it's a reminder of like why we do what we do.
Yeah.
I just want to kick the ball.
I know. The first instinct.
Okay, also, it just reminds me of a tetherball.
Oh, look at that. Well, it's the old school soccer ball construction, like the one that's on the Barcelona logo, one of the centerpiece of that.
The team that lost 2-0 today, yeah.
Whoa, yeah, tough day for Barca and Real Madrid fans.
Yeah,
in
okay,
this
let's
current
not
leg
forget.
of the
Huh?
he's just getting back his licks back because they were all the Barca fans yesterday were getting
Yesterday,
after
of
him.
But we had way more chances to.
But you didn't win.
But did you
So,
win?
Anyways,
we both lost.
Anyways, I don't think any of us won. Speaking of both losing, I don't think any of us won. Recently, we didn't get a chance to talk about this, of the World Cup, the first song of the World Cup album that's coming up. So I didn't know. So I heard that they were doing an album this year. I didn't know that this is the second time they do it. They did it in 2022 as well. Kind of went over my head, at least. I don't know if you guys were aware of it, but they're doing another one. They're running it back. And the first single, the lead single, typically if you're releasing an album, your lead single, you want that to be the hit, right? It doesn't always work, and sometimes it's the second or even the third single that really takes off before the album comes out. I'm hoping that's the case here, because the first song, Jelly Roll and Carin, it didn't hit for me. It didn't hit. Did you guys get a chance to listen to this? This came out a few weeks ago. We had a couple of guests. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but what are your guys' initial thoughts on that?
The Carin guy, the guy says, "De compa."
Yeah, Carin Leon.
That's funny.
I love Carin Leon. I love his music as a Mexican artist. I don't think I've ever listened to a Jelly Roll song. I don't follow him, but the song I think starts off with him, or what I heard, and I just couldn't do it. Like I had to.
Right.
I know.
I didn't commit to the whole thing.
I know Jelly Roll for his speeches, opposed to like his music. I don't know none of his songs.
Yeah.
I know his epic winning speeches. Like
I think the idea of it.
Yeah.
Probably made sense to somebody. Was like, oh yeah, American artist, right?
Yeah.
Mexican artist. I think they should have thrown in a Canadian artist
Drake.
at that point. Yeah, like throw one of each.
Yeah.
And make it something a bit more like that'll gravitate and like align with people. But I don't know. There were some lines that Jelly Roll was saying, and I was just like, what? Like the chains are off. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it just had me cringing.
So I'm with you on the boat of I was familiar of Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
I thought he was like the alter ego of like him, Post Malone, and there's another guy. I don't know his name. Something Swim. I don't know. But they have the same kind of aesthetic, the same type of kind of like music, like country-ish, pop-ish, hip-hop-ish, like kind of all fused into one, like weird sounding, or not weird, I guess just like different, right? I'm not a fan.
Not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea. But in his defense, and in Carin Leon's defense, it's not easy to make a song like this. Being approached by FIFA, right? And FIFA goes, hey, I don't know, with all respect to Mr. Roll, I don't know if this was I don't know if he was FIFA's first choice, second choice, third choice, fourth. I'm guessing he wasn't the first choice. I'm guessing. He's, hanging out in his house, drinking a wine cooler, doing whatever it is Jelly Roll does.
Gets an email.
Gets a phone call, email from FIFA. Hey, we want you to create an anthem for the World Cup. We're going to give you probably a lot of money. I don't know this. I'm not reporting this. I'm in fantasy land right now, okay? So bear with me. He goes, dude, that's a lot of money in,
FIFA.
Sure, this is FIFA budget, right? I'm going to make a song for FIFA, for the World Cup, for the world's biggest event, with an artist that I don't know, or I wouldn't collaborate with. I don't think you would typically see a Carin Leon, Jelly Roll collaboration.
Carin Leon is basically Mexican country, so I
don't know if that would ever happen organically. That's just, I'm going to leave it there. Going into the studio, creating something you're finding an uphill battle, because it's something that's being kind of like thrust upon you. It's not like the creative process is a little bit different. You're not just kind of like, hey, I wrote this song. I really like this song. Now it's like, I have to write this song for this assignment. It's like they're getting homework, right? And I'm sure that they had to have like some check boxes. It has to mention this. It has to do this. It has to have this. It has to have that. That might not kind of jive. It doesn't give them the creative freedom. So a lot of these like anthems that you see get released for a sporting event or a team, they often come out as like very rigid, very corporatized, almost like commercial jingles.
Yeah.
And that's what this felt like. This felt like I was watching a Ford truck commercial, and there was like the F1, the new F-150, and that's like the you know, like
forced, very forced.
Yeah,
There
and
was
so
like no synergy.
Not at all.
and they get the standard right for this music is Waka Waka or the Ricky Martin
Copa de Vida.
Yeah.
right? Those are two like complete unicorns, right?
No, 'cause
those are two, like those cannot be the standard that we as an audience like judge it towards. It's unfair. It's possible to make music that good for an event like this, but to me, it's you're dealt a losing hand at the go, and that's why I think a lot of these have fallen flat. Aside from since 2010,
No, 2022 they had Will Smith and Nicki Jam. I kind of enjoyed that song.
Will Smith did
And
a.
Nicki Jam's at the 2022 song.
But was it the main song or was
It
it like
was
a
the
It was.
a
It was.
remix?
Yeah.
Was it? I don't.
2022 wasn't 2022 the streamers?
Look it up. Look it
So
up.
20
It was I Show Speed.
They
dropped
did
a
that one.
song.
So Speed did an unofficial one, like a World Cup, where he was
Yeah.
like saying, dude, he like mispronounced every country. Like he said, Uruguay. I don't want to say what he said for Uruguay, but he like all types of mispronunciations
Look it
of.
up. No, 2022 was Will Smith and Nicki Jam had the official song.
Okay, so in 2022, we go back 4 years. They did an album, a full album.
So it could have been on that
So they
album.
did. The ones we talked about was the Lil Baby one that
yeah.
that sampled "Everyone Wants to Rule the World."
Yeah, Budweiser.
Tears for Fears, and Budweiser was the like tie-in with that, the corporate sponsor there. Here are some of the other artists that were on that album. And
didn't
this
know
and
existed.
which I had no idea, which is kind of crazy because Ozuna was on there.
I think we heard that one.
Nicki Minaj was on there. Jungkook, who's a K-pop, like big K-pop star, was on there. And then Nora Fatehi,
Oh yeah.
Rama Riyadh, Manal, and Red One. I'm not familiar with them. Those are Middle Eastern artists. Trinidad Cardona, and Davido, and Aisha. Nicki Jam and Will Smith. Here it is. Live It Up. But that was 2018 though.
Dang.
2018. Yeah.
Wrong World Cup.
Wrong World Cup for sure.
So yeah. Those
Right.
so the when you
I meant
put
the last summer World Cup.
when you put multiple ones like in a list, it number one dilutes because honestly, like Nicki Minaj, Ozuna, like big time artists, right? I didn't know about that. I don't know why I don't know about that. We're the audience for this.
yeah.
We didn't know.
So we didn't know about it. And I think that, I don't know, I'll get your guys' thoughts on this before we go into like the history of like where World Cup music came from, how it started, and why it's kind of evolved into this, where it is now, where it's like it just feels kind of off. But what are your thoughts overall on like the place that World Cup music has in like the culture right now?
I mean, you're not wrong. It isn't easy to do. And I think that the evolution of it all, at this point, why not just promote an album more than just one song? Because then that one song is going to get all the judgment and feedback. Whereas here, like, you're naming all these other opportunities or options that we could have had
Yeah.
that we didn't know existed.
So they're doing like a rollout. So this is the
It's like slow.
Jelly Roll and Carin Leon song was the first one to come out. There's I don't know how many more there going to be, but I would assume that there's going to be like probably Canadian song, maybe one All American. They're going to do multiple genres. I don't know what's in the cards, but the plan is to have, you know, X amount of songs to form a playlist or an album for 2026.
No, I believe like we got to go back to getting our big stars, and it's kind of hard in the music industry, just the way music is. The way we hear music nowadays, we love it for a week, then we're over it. Next week we're looking for what's new, just because we have all the different streaming apps that we can hear new music, hear new playlists. But I think it should be given to the biggest stars, the Drakes, the Kendrick Lamars,
So
the Justin Biebers. Like
I would almost guarantee you that FIFA reached out to Justin Bieber or even like someone like Celine Dion, who's Canadian and is like, you know, a big time star.
Yeah, but
they
she's
reached out to I'm almost positive that they would have. I don't know if those artists want to do that because they're smart people. They realize like why FIFA has so much more to gain than I do because I'm gonna have to come up with a song for the World Cup that's gonna be broadcast. It's gonna be the anthem. It's a lot of pressure. It's not like they're performing at the halftime show where they're performing their music. It doesn't feel like this is their music when they're having to write like, hey, we're gonna give you, you know, $7 million. Write a song for us. That isn't the way Kendrick Lamar works. Or maybe it is the way Drake works or Taylor Swift. I don't know. But I think that they maybe sit with it and be like, you know what? Like, I don't know if this is... And that's why Jelly Roll is the lead lead single for it.
It's possible, but also the other thing to it too is it is possible too that they probably do have like full checklist of like, this is what we're looking for. You can do this. You can do this. We want you to include, like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of hands coming in from FIFA for this, which probably makes it feel like it doesn't belong to them. So I could see that being why we don't see bigger stars taking lead on these songs. However, like and it sucks to go back to it, but like what was different for Shakira? What was different for Ricky Martin that made a banger and it like resonates to this day?
I think that those were unique experiences. And then in 2010, so this is something I thought about this in the shower last night.
Crazy work. Crazy work.
No, this is like one of those, it's like those shower ideas that you get.
I was asleep.
Right. But the fact that we got Waving Flag by Carin and Shakira Waka Waka in the same year is not, it's an insanely lucky thing. And it's equivalent to Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo playing at the same time and us getting a chance to watch the two of them. Those two songs coming out at the same time is of equal significance because, like we said, like we've talked about for the past 15 minutes, it's not easy to make a song like this. And for those to have had the impact that they had, the fact that they were so well done and well produced and didn't feel like super forced or like, like a commercial song or, like it felt like authentic and organic, which is where World Cup music originates. It originated with people being like, we're so hyped for the World Cup, we're going to make a song about it. Not FIFA being like, hey, make a song about the World Cup for us. So it kind of evolved into that. And the 2010, the stars aligned. I don't know what happened. It's like the theory of like, if you gave 1 million chimpanzees a typewriter and they just started to type, the odds are in the gibberish that they write, there's going to be like a paragraph that's like the most brilliant thing ever written. You know what I mean? I think it's on that level of where it's like, this is a 1 in a million chance that these two artists, and Kanan, he had some, like I Come Prepared was a big song that he had in that same area, but not even close to the, like,
I think
artist.
Even Waving Flag was produced in 2009 and it was so good and popular that they made it the official song for 2010.
It was like the Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola signed him.
Yeah. And so like that was such a, unique moment. And the fact that is where we judge the standard that we hold. I feel like music, like good music is good music, right? And there should be a baseline for it. But for this stuff, I don't think like you can fault even someone like Jelly Roll for making like kind of like a dud of a song, because it's not an easy assignment.
Yeah, but like the thing is like, all right, the song like you think World Cup, you think about action, you think about sports and what sports brings. You need more up tempo, like the beat. Like I feel like that is not like, that's like not even a pregame song. It's like a song to cool down. Yeah, commercial song. I need a mustard on the beat, like Timberland. Give me something up tempo.
Yeah.
Have Khaled screaming "We the Best" in the background. Like
something
I got the idea. I got the best song we can put.
Something that's gonna hype you up when you're watching the games or like it's about to start.
I
You're
got
at the
song.
tailgate
I got the
and you're
song.
like, put the World Cup song, and everybody's
I got the
going
song.
crazy.
Nike released that "Don't Tread on This" by Clint Dempsey. That's the official 2026 World Cup song. Okay, Come on, why Nike song me? Come on.
But
make the game ferocious. Did we get the coaches? Let's do it.
Here's my take. I think, and this could be maybe aligned to what you're saying, but I think that, so I was like looking into the World Cup songs and the history behind it. And there's this video that came out and it talked about how in 1962, the World Cup was hosted in Chile.
Yes.
And in Chile, they had a national band, rock band from Chile, make the official tune.
El Rock del Mundial.
El
right?
Rock del
Mundial,
Mundial, yes. And it was a banger and everybody
Super
loved
banger.
it, and it made like, it sold like
It is-
80,000 plus copies.
Yeah, it's
of-
the biggest
in that-
to date. I'm pretty sure it's still the biggest Chilean record of all time.
Yes. And it's a good song, and it gets you hyped, and it has the energy,
Yeah.
and it has the ambiance that you need to get excited for something that big. My take is, why don't we go back to that? And why didn't we have the U.S., Mexico, and Canada drop a banger for each of their countries? Right? It doesn't, like, I mean, there's more countries in the World Cup, but that would have been really cool to kind of see.
It's because it's incredibly hard to do so if you give them the assignment. If you say, "Hey, Drake, make a World Cup song," I guarantee you, it's not gonna be.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a banger.
So then make a competition. 'Cause
Yes.
there's so many local
At the social
people,
media.
and we have social media is so big.
That's the
bro.
answer, I
If FIFA would put out a campaign like, we're looking for our 2026 World Cup song for the USA, send us your bangers.
I think that's the answer, because you need someone that's like wants it. And I don't
and
think
that would love the spotlight.
and to that point,
And I'm proud to be an American.
I don't know if does Jelly Roll watch football or
Right,
soccer?
does he-
Like
I don't think a guy named
Shakira,
Jelly
I think it
Roll
helps.
watched the-
I think it helped that Shakira is a football fan, and that Carin, I don't know if he was, but it seemed like he was. You know,
yeah.
I think that it certainly helps. And
what are the chances that Jelly Roll has ever heard of Carin Leon, or like Carin Leon has ever heard of Jelly Roll?
But you can see the impact a national team can have. Colombia, Copa Oro, that freaking song. El Prende la Tele. Bro, that song was big. That was like literally the unofficial, official like Copa America song, and it was for Colombia. But for that whole tournament,
that's the only thing you heard outside.
We were like, yeah, because that song was a hit.
Yeah.
It had the team. It had a whole country behind it, and then it had the players' names on it. Me and this guy.
Colombia would score a goal. They'd put the song. They'd do the little dance.
So that's what we missed. It was up tempo. It was dancing. You want to play in the parties. You want a song that you like.
It's on repeat.
Yeah, you can put on repeat at least for that week. But that song is not it.
Yeah. So
sorry, Mr. Jelly Roll.
Yeah. So listen, I don't want to continue to beat this dead horse, because I think it's been done enough. Yeah. Let's go back into the history of where World Cup music came from, and before FIFA got involved. So FIFA only got involved in 1990 for the Italy World Cup, right? Since then, it's like the only two of note since FIFA got involved were the Ricky Martin one and the Shakira one. That's 2 out of however many. I feel like the Jay-Z song where he's like talking about Nas's album. So it's like that's a 1 in 10 year, like one album every 10 years. Like that's not good. Like, you know, I feel like I'm on ether right now, going back
wrong.
talking about Illmatic, right? So
That's a bar.
it's not a good hit rate, right?
Jay-Z won that. I don't care what nobody said. Ether was disrespectful, but Jay-Z got him.
So
shout out to Alan.
Yeah. So we can go back. I want to pull up this article that we did on Urban Pitch. Shout out to Ben Noonan, our contributor.
Check it out.
But he did a piece that went back into like where World Cup music started, how it evolved. So one of the earliest ones was based in Uruguay. And it was a poem. It started with a poem to like root on the Uruguay national team in I don't remember what year. It was in the 50s. But anyways, Uruguay, early powerhouse in football.
First 2 World Cups they won.
They won the first one. They won the first one, and then they won the second one in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that was like a few years after the first one. But they won the Olympics before that. They were like an early, like really like one of the best nations in the world, despite being, you know, way smaller than, you know, England or Brazil or Argentina. So that was one of the first ones, and that the poem evolved into a song. It's called Uruguayos Campeones. And Washington Canario Luna was the he recorded like the definitive version. It's been recorded and re-recorded multiple times, and to this day you'll still hear it in Uruguay crowds, at bars, watch parties, etc., etc. So that was one of the first ones. And then like Bridget mentioned, El Rock de Mundial for Chile, and
Banger.
Had like a very Elvis Presley kind of like early rock and roll fever was taking the nation, or taking the world really, and that really hopped on that like exciting new genre. This is we're hosting the World Cup. It is the most exciting time in our sporting in our sporting history. It hit at the right time, right? So you have Uruguay, a rising nation. They get a poem written to spur on the national team. And like you see this, it's like everything happens naturally, right?
Yeah.
World Cup Willie was the crazy title, but it was made for the UK World Cup that they ended up winning. The only World Cup that England has won in '64, I believe, '66. And so this was the mascot. It was the first time they had a World Cup mascot, and his name is World Cup Willie. They made a song about him. This is like basic stuff, and like the excitement. It's like like very wholesome, and it feels like it's made by fans. The song itself, like I would never sing, I would never listen to it. Kind of not my cup of tea, but a lot of Brits they still love this song. It still is, it's still resonant in the
anything football, I'm sure.
Right.
They
And
go
then
hard for.
they even had like the national team make songs. The German national team recorded a song. You should look up the video. It's hilarious. Footballers have been making music for a long time, and I think even Franz Beckenbauer who had a couple of songs. But it goes from there. And then after that, FIFA's like, hey, we want to get in on this. Chile, they're selling records. We can start selling records. And then, it just like kind of takes a tumble from there. I'm going to go through from 1990. This is the list of FIFA World Cup songs and the artists. So they did Un'estate Italiana for 1990 by Eduardo Benado and Gianna Nannini.
Yeah.
Forgettable. 90s, like very pop, synthy, like it's okay, whatever, Then 94, the U.S. Gloryland by Daryl Hall and the Sounds of Blackness. I'm not sure who the Sounds of Blackness are, but I messed with Daryl Hall. Shout out to Hall & Oates. Hall & Oates.
Shout out to the U.S. being inclusive, bruh.
I don't think that's what it was, but 98 in France, they do La Copa de Vida by Ricky Martin, and Le Coeur des Grands, Do You Mind If I Play by Youssou N'Dour and Axel Red.
Oui.
They did that. Boom in 2002, not by Royce da 5'9", but by Anastasia.
Hey, that Royce da 5'9".
Yeah. Let's Get Together Now, also in 2002, by Voices of Korea/Japan.
See,
don't remember that one.
Before you continue with the list, what I like is like it's really like to the whoever's hosting the country, is it their language, and like they're getting the chance to like promote their music.
Yeah, Shakira's
like
Waka
it,
Waka
yeah.
was famously in South African.
Yeah, but no, I said till
Okay.
then. So I stopped you where I stopped.
And then 2006, this one's famously bad. Tony Braxton and El Divo did The Time of Our Lives. This one was like kind of like
Low-key cut.
Julio likes this one. This one was kind of like, what's kind of going on here? Not kind of like a Jelly Roll and Carin Leon situation where it's like two artists that might not have ever worked together.
But it was more up tempo than that though.
It was a little bit more up
It
tempo.
had more beat.
But still not. 2010 also had Sign of a Victory by Robert Kelly.
Shout out to Robert.
Is that one guy that
Yes.
got trolled about?
R. Kelly.
R.
Man.
Kelly was, I did not know this, wow, featuring the Soweto Spiritual Singers of South Africa.
Shout out to R. Kelly.
So R. Kelly is on the FIFA World Cup song. Interesting. And then 2014, Pitbull, Jennifer Lopez, and Claudia Leight. We Are One. I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That one's
That wasn't that bad.
That one's okay.
That one's good. It's
I think
not bad.
Pitbull is he's
It
like the
had
type of
something,
artist
though.
where
Yeah.
it's like,
Mr. Worldwide. baby.
Again, it was upbeat.
Upbeat. See, yeah.
and that one did okay. I think also in 2014, it's not on here, but they did. Jason Derulo had one, or maybe it was 2018. I don't. Anyways, then they have Tatu Bom de Bola, which it looks like a Brazilian artist, Arlindo Cruz, and then Dar Jeito, We Will Find a Way, Carlos Santana, Wyclef Jean, Avicii,
good
and
one.
Alexander Pires. So
That was a good one.
That's another one where it's like Carlos Santana, Wyclef Jean, and Avicii, three artists that probably wouldn't ever work together. But
Wyclef and
I know
Maria,
Wyclef.
Maria.
I know that, but like they come from different genres, but when you bring them together, it makes sense.
Boom.
And a song like Maria Maria makes sense with who's the singer in that one,
forget his
the
name.
R&B group. Anyways, but that like it makes you can't just throw names on a dartboard and like be like, okay, this guy is gonna be with this guy and we're gonna make a mashup. It's not how it works. You have to kind of like put it all together.
Whoever's behind that lineup, bring them back.
Bring him back, man. FIFA, don't ignore people. Bring him back. Fire whoever you got right now.
Yeah, and then 2018 is your Nicky Jam, Will Smith, and Era Estrefi, Live It Up. So
there it is. That's your song.
I don't remember that one at all.
So the reason I know
How
it is
does it
because
go?
Will Smith was trying to make a big comeback on social media. Remember, he had started his own YouTube video and he was getting a lot of views.
Was that then?
Yeah,
that was that.
Yeah,
that,
and then he vlogged the whole experience. So basically, he went to Colombia and got Nicky Jam to get on the record, and then they did the remix for his son's song, "Living Legend."
Okay.
So
Will Smith has long been kind of doing this like social media, like, I do remember that because he was making those funny videos.
Yes.
That would have been around that time. And then he started doing that again, and now he started, I don't know if you've seen like what he's been doing lately.
I think I stopped after he slapped Chris Rock. I was like,
you're on the team of he could have killed him. You could have
killed him, bro.
But yeah, he was doing like freestyles, and it was like, look, Will Smith, you're a legend, man. You're a legend, man.
He repeated the same word like 7 times.
Put the mic down, man. Please, Will. Like, we love you.
That's enough.
You.
I'm not gonna lie. The verse he had in his son's song for "Living Legend," "You're a son of a living legend."
Yeah.
It was not bad.
I struggle to listen to Will Smith and not see like
that
caricature.
Lyrical Lemonade one was bad.
It's tough, man. It's tough because it's like, dude, it's like if Mark Wahlberg were to go back to Marky Mark and like try to come out with a song. Like it would just be like, I'm not listening. That's Mark Wahlberg, dude. That's not, you know what I mean? So like Big Willie style was like 30 years ago, man. Like leave it there.
Report, like, do you think your top five rappers, white rappers ever? And it was like he was promoting one of his movies. He's like, dude. Next question.
That's a hilarious question. Shout out to that reporter.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. So this year, I think, in addition, which I also think was interesting, they did like they have the official theme song for 2026, right? And then they did like each host city did like a remix of that theme song. So like Tech Nine did the one in Kansas City. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Was it Flicit? Flicit did the one in LA.
Who?
Was it Flicked or Flicit, the
DJ
LAFC?
Flicit. Yes,
the
yes,
Flicit.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So he did the one in LA.
Yeah, he did.
And
I think,
so I'm trying to think of some other artists, but like each city kind of had their own like kind of remix of the anthem that you hear before the game starts. It's not like the song anthem, it's like the theme music, right? Yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it says let's look at some of the artists. Yeah, so DJ Flicked here did it here. Mexican Institute of Sound did it in Mexico. Mr. Nice Guy did it in Miami. DJ Jazzy Jeff, speaking of Will Smith, did it in Philadelphia. Dan the Automator, San Francisco, so Bay Area. Sango Beats did it in Seattle. And then I don't really recognize any of these other artists, but kind of cool that they did something music wise there. But so I guess my question is for the next songs, right? Not Lighter by Jelly Roll and Carin Leon. What do you want to like? You mentioned upbeat. You mentioned something that feels like summer ready, that you can play outside at a barbecue, you can play it in the gym, you can play it during a pickup game. What's like your dream artist? Who do you want to have as that? If you could pick, if you had your own pick and they would say yes and they would do it.
Give me a YG DJ Mustard song for the World Cup.
YG DJ Mustard. So my question is, when was the last time they worked together?
It'll be the perfect time now.
Do you think they could still cook up that 20?
Yeah, you see how that sound?
16.
That'll be personally me, but you just need somebody with like ratchet music.
So
ratchet or like upbeat?
Upbeat.
I'm gonna say it, and I think you guys are gonna know who I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Bad Bunny. Like I think Bad Bunny would be the perfect person to come in, bring in the right people to create something that will resonate with the whole world in some way, form, fashion. We saw what he did with the Super Bowl. I think he's the artist that can make something like that happen.
He's the artist of the moment. It feels like.
Yes.
I think most like other artists by now, you'd almost feel like a fatigue when it comes to them. The way that he's been kind of everywhere doing all this stuff, but I don't think that they're like. He's being in movies, it feels like he's got his hand in, a bunch of different jars, but it doesn't feel like, oh my God, this freaking guy again. It feels like, oh yeah, like you're still excited to see him, whether 100%. It's in a movie or in a music video or like a cameo doing SNL, all this stuff. Like, I think that's probably the best answer. I honestly, I was thinking about this and I couldn't come up with something that wasn't like a Beyonce or like even someone like Pitbull. He already did one, but like someone of that nature. Julio, you mentioned DJ Khaled earlier. I think that would be like kind of a good shout. He's someone that is like, I always struggle with him. It's like, what does DJ Khaled do, dude? But he's a guy who can get people in a room and be like, hey, this is like,
what we're gonna
we're
do.
The best, man.
We're
the major.
Vision.
We like, he is that kind of like voice that
he's gonna
everyone is just
you.
like, oh my fucking this freaking guy. But they're like, like they kind of buy it after like 30 minutes in a room with him. Like bring the whole lobster out, like tell him to bring out the whole ocean. He'll say like all this like crazy stuff. But I think that's something he does. Like that's what he does best is he can bring a Justin Bieber, a SZA, a Rick Ross and put him in the same room, like, yo, make a song and it's gonna be good. I think like something of that nature would be the right move.
For me, a grupo, like
that's
the grupo.
I was trying to think of something.
Like the fish, like when Los Recoditos had their time. What was a group during COVID? Hola Perdida.
Oh, Grupo Firme.
Like that's like I'm pretty sure that because they bring the vibes. The music videos are fun. People are partying. People are on barbecues, taking shots. So like, I want somebody to bring that to a song. Like it's gonna be in the summer. We were deprived of a summer World Cup last time. So now like we have it. We're gonna be outside. We're gonna be in the country that we love to throw parties. Just look at our main events. Something we like to put it on the show. We like showing that we're America, whatever that means. But like something that shows that party vibe.
Yeah.
So
who do you think is actually going to be the next one?
The next song?
Yeah, like
I think Drake, because like wasn't I forget if I don't know if it was one of his managers or one of his like people in the media, like the people that left the Joe Budden show. What's his name?
Rory.
Yeah. So he said that you guys are worried about like him getting the Super Bowl. Drake has the World Cup. Drake has the World Cup.
Maybe
we think about worldwide. Y'all think about locally.
They should have dropped that one first. I don't know, man.
If they have it, and I think like I don't. All right, so whatever. Like Kendrick did win, the Coast won, America won, but like Drake has not failed with putting music out. Anything Drake is gonna be a hit. Everybody's gonna love it. He finds a way to make the music, the right music. He knows what he's so smart. He knows what music is hitting right now, and he can deliver a hit with that.
Yeah. Yeah, even
I
if it's
agree.
like a B+ version of the music that he's trying to emulate.
I want one of it. He could have his Jamaican accent, his West African accent, like
Yeah.
his Toronto,
This
LA.
is- now we're gonna need him to
All those
to
accents in
put
one song.
all the different like versions of Drake.
Cheesing,
Like,
fam.
In
kind of
the
like
World
how
Cup song.
Eddie Murphy plays like all the different characters in his movies.
Big,
You know.
Big Mama's house.
Yeah. No. That's not Eddie Murphy. That's Tyler Perry.
Oh no! What's
No,
the
the-
one?
Nutty Professor.
Mama's House.
Mama's House.
No. What's
or
the
what is it called? Big
the-
Mama.
Big Mama?
Yeah.
Big Mama. Yeah.
And the
yeah.
Nutty Professor when he plays.
Nutty
both of the
Professor, he
roles.
plays all of
Yes,
them.
yes.
Norbit, he
Yes.
plays like
Norbit is hilarious.
Yeah, Norbit's
That's
a
a good
crazy freaking movie, dude. But
Damn.
we're
We
gonna
need that
need
from
that
Drake.
version of
Yeah.
Drake, the Dana Carvey, where like he's playing like 6
Like
different
chameleon,
characters.
yeah, do all your personalities into one.
Yeah.
Drop
If
Fire
there's the
Summer
time, it's
World
probably
Cup
gonna be
song.
like Imagine Dragons for the next one, or like Benson Boone.
Remember that one time where they had the freaking iPods come out and they
Oh,
like,
U2?
automatically had
all the U2, all the
I was like,
my-
what the heck?
That's what this feels like.
Listening
It's
to a fire playlist and then you hear YouTube come on. I'm like, what?
yeah,
Like this
it
is not.
feels like it's like being forced down your throats, and
Yep.
like that's
Yep.
that's a good analogy there. But
Yeah, this is what it feels like.
yeah. Anything else before we get to the next topic?
Somebody please give us something. That's all we asked for.
Yeah.
Something that we can get hyped off
It's
of.
a summer World Cup, y'all. Like, make us feel like it's summer, summertime. Like Will
and if
Smith
not,
and Jazzy Jeff.
if
Like,
not,
give me that
like
type
the
of song.
locals, just drop something. Like this is your time to shine and bring out
something
like
organic.
Yes, do
Yeah.
something organic. Do something, and we've seen a lot of community movement, which has been super dope.
That's the amazing part about this.
Let's see community movement in the music, and let's see people drop bangers.
Yeah.
I know we've seen a few like
Unofficial-
imitations,
yeah.
and I think some of them are more so AI than like actual artists,
Oh, yeah.
which is like, why are we doing that? We have so many talented people out there doing music. Let's see that happen. Let's see that happen and see how far it can go.
Yeah, especially like upcoming artists in Canada, upcoming artists in the U.S., upcoming artists in Mexico. Like throw something unofficial out because I know
That'd be
that's
hard.
where it's at. Like when you have all these different suits come in and give you topics because they have to worry about
Right.
not offending anybody, make sure our sponsors are happy. But nah, like we need something outside of that.
Tip
something-
drum music video.
Yeah,
like,
throw a
so-
music video, have us there. Like it'll be popping.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah. Bridge, you mentioned AI. I just, on the way in here, did you see Olympique Marseille? They debuted a new logo today.
And it was made by AI.
It wasn't made by AI, but the video that they like announced it with looked very, I don't want to put any like accusation. It looked very suspect. It had like those smooth lines. It didn't see any fingers in so like it looked a little fishy. And I don't like the new logo either, which doesn't help. I'm generally anti like the simplification of like logos. They have like a very vintage like iconic logo.
Yeah, the M.
The O and
It
the
feels
M.
like deja vu. We've had this conversation.
Yes, yeah.
With other brands like when
Juventus,
Chicago Fire, I think they rebranded.
a lot of teams. Chicago Fires was one of the better ones, but
Wait,
like
wait.
a lot of these like Man City did one.
Was it the Whitecaps?
No.
It was one
It
that
might
they,
have been Juventus. I don't know.
Juventus,
Juventus.
Juventus is like the famously one of the most polarizing one.
Oh,
Mexico.
I think it was
the
the
Mex.
UPSL. It was the UPSL team or a USL.
It was. We had this conversation
Yeah.
on the Mexico rebrand
Yes,
as
that
well.
too, that
So that too. But
But AI is rough. Man.
Tough.
Don't be doing that.
yeah.
You could do so much better.
Yeah. Hire an artist. You're a soccer team, man.
Give it to
Like,
me.
You
I'll
got that
try.
budget, right? Okay, really quick before we wrap up, we are gonna be at the Street Soccer USA LA Cup coming up on April 18th at LA Live. So we're really excited about that. Borussia Dortmund is a part of it. They're the presenting sponsor, I believe. It's gonna be a great time. There's gonna be street soccer. There's gonna be youth games, adult games, vibes, DJ, MCs, like all, and it's gonna be in the middle of LA Live.
Yeah.
We did this. We helped them out with the event they did in 2018. I think the urban futsal team ended up winning. The adult division. So I don't know if we're gonna put a team back in, if we're gonna try and run it back.
We're older. We'll let the young guns play.
We're going to be there. We're gonna be hanging
Pull
out.
up. It'll be fun.
Pull up. Take some selfies.
LA Live.
Yeah, shoot your shot.
Hey, please do.
Do something.
Yeah, something.
I'll right back.
Yeah. All right. Anything else before we wrap this?
No. See you all April 18th.
April 18th.
Yes.
Pull up.
All these events coming up.
A lot
World
of
Cup is
events.
coming.
It's gonna be busy.
World Cup's coming.
But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, this has been another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, a beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. For Julio Monterosa, Bridget Flores, I'm Ramsey Abushala. We'll see you next week.
Bye.